This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 386 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by ECOGOLD. Visit them at ecogold.ca. Enjoy today's tip. Hi everybody, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily. Today we have back with us Julie Fershtman, and she is widely recognized as one of the nation's leading counselors and litigators in equine law. Her law practice crosses all equine breeds and disciplines and serves stables, industry professionals, associations, businesses, show management, insurers, trainers, equestrian athletes, and celebrity clinicians across the United States. She is highly experienced in handling a wide variety of disputes frequently encountered by horse people, including personal injury, business conflicts, partner disputes, sales disputes, and numerous others. In addition, her expertise in contract drafting helps her clients avoid those disputes in the first place. And we're going to be back with another tip here from Julie right after I tell you about another amazing product from ECOGOLD, and that's their cross-country boots. They advertise them being stronger than an axe. Well, they truly are. They have a great video on their website that you can check out where they show you how they're stronger than an axe. It's amazing. ECOGOLD has developed these boots. They're flexible, 100% breathable, neoprene-free, which is very important, and they're cross-country boots which provide superior protection and support. Their advanced technology, a polycarbonated protective shield, along with 3 additional cushioning layers, make them impact resistant. You're going to see that in the video if you go check it out at ecogold.ca. Also, go to tackandhabit.com. Helena and I had these boots as one of our products on episode number 32, and I think you'll find it amazing. We went over all the benefits of these products, more than I can do in this commercial here. And the fact that they're neoprene-free and they're lined with soft microfiber, it really helps prevent that rubbing and that chafing that a lot of horses get from neoprene, and that sticky, gooey feeling as well. And the one cool thing that we don't mention a lot about ECOGOLD is they have free worldwide shipping and a 30-day satisfaction warranty on all of their online products. So check out ecogold.ca and you will find the best of the best. And take a look at their cross-country boots, and especially the video where they're whacking them with an axe. That's impressive. Well, hi, Julie, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily.
Well, hi there. Good to be back.
All right, so now we're going to get into a little bit on our future tips. And if you missed Julie's first tip, you can go back to Horse Tip Daily and just search on the Experts tab for Julie Fershtman, and you'll find her on there, and you can listen in to what is equine law and how to find an attorney. But a good question that came up is there anything I can do myself? Do I need an equine attorney every time?
That's an excellent question. And in today's economic environment, when not everybody is budgeted for a lawyer, that's a really relevant question. And here's the answer. Not every legal dispute calls for a lawyer. And there are so many matters that a person can handle on their own. If it's a dispute, for example, that does not involve a large amount of money, small claims court might be the answer. We've seen small claims court type shows on TV with the People's Court, all those lawyer shows with non-lawyer shows with judges. But the fact is,
now, do you laugh when you see those, by the way?
Well, it's interesting. Word has it that the producers tend to troll around in actual courthouses looking for interesting filings, and they contact a lot of these people.
So they are real cases then, huh?
At least I've heard some of them are, and maybe they all are. People actually have problems, and they agree to dismiss their case and take it into the forum that you see on television.
Huh.
I don't know who pays it, but,
I don't know.
But we know what we do know from watching it. We know that just about anybody can take their case to a court. They don't have strict rules of evidence that lawyers have to live up to. They don't have any of those formalities. And as long as the dispute involves the amount of money within the limit, the party can just go right ahead and take the matter there. That's a great way to get a matter resolved without worrying about the cost of a lawyer.
So that's just go to small claims court. And that you can get the forms to file the action right from the courthouse, right?
True. And nowadays, some of the forms are available online. Some disputes as well, in addition to the ones that can go to small claims, might be able to get resolved even in the community. take a look in by contacting your courthouse or in a local directory for community-based dispute resolution services. A lot of communities have them now, and for a fee that usually is not much, you get a trained mediator who will try to work with the parties to resolve their differences and come out with a resolution by the end of maybe an hour or two.
So that's
not
just
a bad way to try
kind
to
of
work
like
it
an
out.
arbitrator or a referee.
Pretty much a referee.
Yeah.
This mediator is not trained to take sides, but to help the parties, and that's what mediation does. So that might be good for some disputes that the parties just need somebody to help them work out. And again, no attorney is involved, just the people.
Okay. Cool. So is that the only way to avoid an attorney if the amount is that lower amount and you just use small claims court? By the way, that's a good question then. That leads me to another question. Can you bring an attorney to small claims court?
In every jurisdiction I'm aware of, the answer is no.
Okay.
When a lawyer steps in, the case will bump out of that division to a different one, and now the rules apply.
Okay.
But the reality is anybody can take a case in court. Anybody can fight just like a lawyer without having a law degree. They can't represent somebody else, but if the party wants to represent himself or herself, our system is perfectly allowing of that. The problem is that the legal system can have a lot of complexities, and if a party isn't aware of them, well, the case may not be able to go that far because the details simply weren't followed, and you won't get the result that you seek. But it's absolutely everybody's right. You can go ahead and be your own attorney.
Not always the best idea. So.
Probably not. What I recommend to people who are thinking about it is, if their budget permits, maybe hire a lawyer for an hour or half an hour and go through the dispute and perhaps seek a little bit of guidance.
There you go.
To determine if this is that kind of a case that can go that far. Some people even work with lawyers behind the scenes. And as long as it's ethical, that's probably not a bad way to go.
And we're talking about what would you most commonly see for small claims court now? What kind of disputes would you most commonly see in the horse world for that?
The typical disputes for small claims court are installment sales transactions on a horse, where the agreement was made to pay off a horse on time payments, and the payments didn't come through or a payment was missed. That's an easy one. Somebody can go to small claims court and get the payment. Or sometimes there are boarding stables that have contracts that say that the stable needs 30 days notice of termination, but somebody leaves, doesn't give the notice, and leaves the stall empty. The stables do have the right, if the contract allows it, to go after the owner to get that 30 days of board
Had that
wasn't
happen
paid.
a few dozen times in our stable-owning career?
Yes, it happens more than we would expect, or even the non-paying owner who left a horse there and owes money. Some stables, as we know, have different rights, probably beyond the scope of this discussion,
Yeah, right.
such as the stableman's lien rights, but they could sue for collection of the board. If the amount is small enough, small claims court should do just fine.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, was there anything else you wanted to add to that particular one?
Nothing to add except when in doubt, you can always consult with an attorney. Get the basic direction that you need, and be cautious before jumping in on a dispute, because sometimes the matters, as I've indicated, can be way more complicated than you even thought. And that's where a lawyer can help, give you the guidance, give you the direction, and let you know if this is something that's best handled by an attorney. Then you can make your decision.
All right, and if you want to learn more about equine law in general, there are 2 books that Julie has put out, Equine Law and Horse Sense, and more Equine Law and Horse Sense, and you can find those at...
Probably best to get general information by www.equinelaw.info. That's equinelaw.info.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you, Julie, and we'll have you back again soon.
Great. Thanks again.
Well, thanks again to Julie. If you have tips that you would like to hear about, something that we have not covered in our first 400 here, or experts that you think would be fascinating on the show, please drop me an email at glenn@horseradionetwork.com. That's Glenn with 2 N's at horseradionetwork.com. I would love to hear your ideas and suggestions. Well, that's it, everybody, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.
The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.